Rusty, are you sleeping?
See,
Oh, I'm trying to see where the live feed on Facebook was.
Not
yeah,
there yet.
I'm still not getting notifications. I get them from Mojo, but not off track.
That's YouTube.
Yep, YouTube's up and live. They're listening to us.
Oh, well, hi, YouTube folks. How are you? I got a 2020 survival kit. Yes, I did.
That hashtag 2020,
Yeah.
a 2020 survival
I did
kit.
Excuse me. It's tough. We're going to be coming in hot here in a second, aren't we? Happy Sunday. Fall's coming in, right? I mean, is it getting chilly?
Yeah, it's
By you?
getting chilly. I'm not a big fan.
Look,
What?
how do you live up by Green Bay, Wisconsin, and you're not a fan? Okay, I can't argue.
Hmm.
I'm not a fan. I'm not. I just don't like it.
I
Right.
want the cold.
I want to
Well, Rusty,
move. I want to move down south.
Yeah, we'll go down there.
I'll trade you, Rusty.
You don't. You
Well,
really
I don't want to go to Alabama. I want to go back to Arizona.
You think you do, but then when you get down here and it's 80 degrees and 98% humidity, and you can't drink enough water to replace the sweat pouring out of your body, and you can't breathe, then you think, man, I wished I was back in Wisconsin.
Whoa. No, it's Wisconsin. It's
There
Wisconsin.
was no point during the year and a half that I lived in Dallas, Texas, or that area that I thought, hey, I miss the cold and I want to go back to Wisconsin.
Right. And now you're back in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucks to be you.
I
real
enjoyed
quick-
playing volleyball in the sand, like the day before Christmas.
We're going to pay a bill real quick.
Yeah, do
everyone,
it.
Catcoolers.com right here. This is a tumbler. I know most of you know. Those who don't, this is the most rugged tumbler you can get. It doesn't have one of them wimpy pop-off caps. It's got threads and a good seal. It does not leak when you tilt it back up to your face. Doesn't run down all your ladies, your nice blouses. It doesn't leak on you. It doesn't get on your guys' suits and ties or on your personal protection. Look at it. I can't even. There we go. Well, tough. Keeps ice cool all day long. Keeps hot things hot all day long. Also, they've got fully customizable coolers, and they'll have a lifetime limited warranty. Miss Melissa is running behind. She's blowing up my phone right now. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully she'll be in here in a minute. Catcoolers.com, guys. Go over there, get yourself some good merchandise, and use promo code whiskey. Get yourself 10% off. Rusty, how many jobs have you applied for?
Recently,
No, just ever.
ever? Let's see. Plus, carry the two. I couldn't tell you 50.
Okay. And what's standard protocol? I mean, you fill out an app. What do you do? What do you do?
Well, the last time I had to go and fill out an application, and leave it on a piece of paper, and leave it. And that's how long it's been since I've.
Okay, so you drop off the application to say someone at a desk or whatever, and then
Right.
then what's your next move?
Wait.
They just wait and they just give you a job?
I just wait, and if they call me, I got a job. If not, then
Okay, I mean, when you give the person the application,
yeah,
what do you do then?
hit on the receptionist. I don't I don't know what you're
That's
asking.
not what I expected. Oh, maybe I should have expected it from
Um,
one roughy lug nuts. No. Okay. Well, here's what you don't do.
okay.
You don't go in to a pizza place in Pennsylvania. We have folks out there. They might know this guy. He's 22 from Pennsylvania. He goes in, applies for a job at a pizza joint, gives the person their application, and proceeds to steal the tip jar and run away.
Mm-mm.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all, actually, as long as you don't put all of your real
So wait a minute.
information.
Did he leave his application with his real information and
Yes.
then steal the tip jar?
Yes,
Pro criminal tip. I
I
feel like there's a pro criminal tip here.
there is.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Very well done.
I mean, it's or in the words of Bob Newhart, stop it. Just stop it. Rusty, you look a little dumbfounded. You were just thinking he was hitting on the.
Yeah, I thought maybe he'd hit on the receptionist.
No, he stole a tip jar after he just gave them all of his information.
The reason that bad things happen to you is because you're a dumbass.
There's that.
There's that.
There's that. So it didn't take him long to track the guy down. They arrested him.
They probably beat him to his house.
They may have. I mean, why not? They already smarter than he is. Okay, well, I seem to have skipped ahead here, but if you needed another reason to stay off meth, here's one. A topless woman in Tennessee was busted. Now, granted, she's topless, so it can't have been that bad of a crime, right? What's wrong with topless? Chris?
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with
What's wrong with being topless?
Hashtag free the nipple.
Whoa, I didn't.
No.
I
I don't think topless is a problem. I think that
No, I
most
don't-
of the laws that
I mean, I
require
can take
women to
my
put a
shirt
top
off.
on are sexist, and I just can't stand for them. They should be free to.
Can I go topless?
I don't care if you go topless. I don't really, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, it doesn't do anything for you? What?
No.
What do you? What? No?
I mean,
Thank goodness. Thank you. She was busted.
I mean,
Well,
it's a little
if
bit
she
more
was
distracting when you put on that bear costume.
Yeah.
I have not been. Bear.
Just in case anybody didn't know, Sean's a furry.
No, I have not. That is complete Photoshop. Thank you, EJ. Mojo Riverfish.
So she was
So,
topless and she was busted.
well, I'm not sure that those
Huh.
coincide.
Is that not the best way to be topless?
Yes, but she got in trouble because
She was busted?
no.
No.
Okay, what's wrong with eating Laffy Taffy and Airheads
Nothing
Oh,
wrong
you're
with eating
topless.
airheads. I mean,
and topless?
topless airheads?
No,
Yeah.
no. There's a lady she's topless in Tennessee, and she thought she was eating Laffy Taffy and Airheads. It actually happened to be a miniature horse's mane.
What?
Carry the two, add the one. It's okay.
Um,
I mean, it's just
One more time there. Something about topless. We had topless,
see, I distracted
Airheads.
you with the topless thing. She
and
really
then
was.
we're eating hair.
A miniature horse's mane. Because she
This
thought
is
it
not.
was
This is not topless or an airhead.
meth. You guys forgot about the meth when I said
Meth.
topless.
Oh,
You see,
now
this
it
is
all
how
makes
I
sense.
work. This is the first thing I said was, if you need another reason to stay off of meth, there's this story.
Oh yeah, I
And
forgot.
then I went crash bang boom with
And
topless.
then Sean
you
said
forgot all about
a whole
that.
bunch of things that alluded to
Yeah.
boobs,
Right.
and we forgot about that
'Cause
first
you were
part.
just going booby over here. You forgot about the meth and
Yeah.
the hair and the Laffy Taffy and the Airheads over here because you were just a man and booby. No,
All right, you got us.
yeah, dang!
It's almost like It's almost like Brad Staggs and his 5 stories, except you used one and you got both of us.
I did. And she admitted to smoking meth earlier that day and was arrested for public intox. And there's that. So I need a quick update on Miss Melissa Sippy real quick. Is she okay? She's going to make it with us?
I
or-
don't think she's going to make it in this evening.
No,
At all?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Looks like there's a young man that might have been injured. There's a hospital bed, and she's not going to make it. So we have a couple of prayer
everyone
requests for. It looks like he's maybe just a little hurt. His eyes are open. He's not bleeding all over the place.
We
He
need to
looks
know.
injured though,
Everyone,
and she says that the audience should say a prayer, please.
Okay.
So we got a couple of those to ask for.
Dang.
yeah, everyone, if you could keep Mr. Pink Floyd, Danny, our brother, in your prayers. Lift him up, please. Let's just say he's struggling right now. And I mean, look, if you know him, maybe send him a message, let him know you're thinking about him. If you don't, well, say a prayer for him anyway. So we all got a chance individually to chat with him a little bit yesterday. And it's going through a rough spot. And I know that every one of us has been there. And every one of us in them dark times in our life needs someone to need everyone, let them know you care and you love them. So keep Danny in your prayers, please.
And also Melissa Sippy and Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln.
Oh, is that what it was, Lincoln?
Yeah, it's Lincoln. That's
Okay.
We'll get some more information on that to be able to ask for a specific prayer, but looks like maybe he hurt his leg. Just guessing by
this
the
is
way he's
all-
holding it.
It's all breaking news to us.
Breaking
as well.
Yeah.
news.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's not leg breaking.
Keep Melissa, her son and husband, and her family in your prayers, if you would, please. And so no science bitches tonight, right? Unless
I'm
mean,
gonna bet I can pull off science bitches. You give me a minute.
you're going to pull it.
I can pull off of fake science bitches, but
Well, don't tell us it's fake. You're supposed to.
well, I mean, not astrology,
Okay.
not astronomy.
Look, you guys, that's good because we'll just wing it. Wait, isn't that what we do anyway? We just wing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So a troublemaker climbs into the back of a police car, starts to chew up paperwork that the cop left in the car. And then, the cop was in the car. And then this troublemaker headbutted the officer when she tried to.
Okay, hold
intervene.
on a minute. I'm asking for clarification here on the beginning of the story. I did not hear you mention that this guy was doing any meth.
I haven't read the story.
We
so-
haven't got that far yet. But
No.
just to be clear, the
I
guy
would
that,
say you know what? I will bet you $100. The answer is no. This person's not
Okay.
doing meth.
but he's eating paper.
This troublemaker is not. Yeah, it's eating paper, not doing any meth.
Not doing any meth. Okay, let's go ahead.
Sweet.
Go ahead,
Proceed.
continue.
Okay, continue. Rusty, you okay to continue?
Go ahead.
All right. As a matter of fact, the troublemaker wasn't even arrested, despite the whole incident. Being caught on body cam footage. That's because it was a goat.
Oh,
So therefore, not subject to criminal laws. They don't speak.
Oh my
They don't
God.
speak. Period. No matter what language
Just-
it may be.
Just a brilliant thought in my head. What if
Wait.
the next time I got myself in trouble for speeding or whatever, I
No.
just tell them that I identify as a goat?
You like Goat Boy from Saturday Night Live?
How dare you say?
Jim Brewer style?
Yeah. How dare you assume my species? I'm a goat. I am not
The-
subject to your laws.
Yeah.
Being that I am
so
a
now you're pulling
goat.
this. Okay. Video footage shows how the officer was surprised to see an uninvited guest in the patrol car snacking on paperwork she had left there. And as she tries to shoo it away and wrestle the papers from its mouth, it headbutts her knocks the officer over. The goat did.
Mhm.
Rampage was posted on local police force's Facebook page. There is video. You can go over to the Metro, because it would take me forever to. Oh, there's a photo of the goat with paper. That's a big goat.
Yeah, they like paper. They do like paper.
Yeah, well,
But
they like anything. I mean, I'm not a goat, but I'll eat just about anything. I like food. So, okay, we're not really getting anywhere. You know what? We really miss Melissa right now.
yeah, we do.
This is just too much sausage party.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's rush hour. Opelika, Florida.
Yeah.
City Commission voted Wednesday on a 4-1 vote to repeal both the original 2007 legislation and the 2013 ordinance that said women, not just men, could receive civil citations for wearing pants that expose their undergarments. So now Rusty can move back to Florida. You can wear your saggy pants again, Rusty.
No, I don't wear saggy pants.
What are you talking about? You wear a belt, don't you? Why? Is your pants saggy?
To keep them from
They're
sag.
saggy pants then. No one said they were around your butt.
Yeah, that's true.
The Miami Herald reports that the vote was a first reading of the repeal, meaning it will need to be approved again in a subsequent commission meeting before it's official. But the item was co-sponsored by four of the 5 commissioners. So I think it's pretty sad that we have to have an ordinance. You don't have to. This is my problem. I don't believe you should have an ordinance or any type of legislation that says how people should or should not dress. I don't care if you don't like how someone dresses. If you see someone's undergarments, now look, personally, I've never seen anybody with their pants. The guys have them belted off around underneath their butt cheeks, but they have an undergarment on. There's not like they're showing their ass. Why are you so offended? Is it stupid? I think so. That's my opinion. We need a legislation for this?
Nope.
No.
No, we don't need ordinances. We don't. You're right. You're absolutely
Now,
right.
the only way to
talked
not
about
be offended is
Stop being offended.
don't be
be
offended.
Walk
Move on.
Just mind your own damn business. Because I know that guy or that lady over there who's dropping his pants saggy around his butt probably doesn't like something about you. And if they were to make an ordinance or some type of legislation for you, what kind of a hissy fit would you throw?
That's right.
Live, right? Just everybody do their thing. It's not, look, how did Doc Thompson say it, Rusty? If it's not breaking my leg or picking my pocket, shut up.
That's right.
Move on. Don't be offended.
Yeah.
Kind of the way I
You're
see it.
absolutely correct.
But so does that mean you're moving back to Florida where your pants saggy?
I am not moving to Florida. That is God's waiting room down there, and I don't know. It's even worse down there than it is up here. Humidity, damn mosquitoes. Holy crap. No. Don't care nothing about it.
Why?
Because it's hotter, hurricanes,
Is that it?
alligators, mosquitoes, old people from up north that come down there and can't drive. Worse than typical. I mean, just imagine following somebody, 35 miles an hour, left turn signal on in the right lane.
I gotta tell you, Rusty, as
It
I
happens all the time.
I gotta tell you, Rusty,
What?
those drivers are everywhere.
Yeah, but they're concentrated down there.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
You need to get out of Florida and Alabama a little bit.
You could follow them home and
Wait,
take a
why?
brown paper bag and fill it full of stuff and then light it on fire and leave it on their doorstep. They'd stop driving in the left lane, Rusty.
No, they wouldn't.
Do you know what's better in a
They
brown
would
bag?
drive in their left lane with poop on their shoe.
What is
Nothing
better?
would change.
What is better in a brown paper bag?
Brad's brown bag.
Well, Brad's brown bag. Yes,
Oh,
I've heard this
oh.
is good.
Who's
Yes.
this Brad guy you guys are talking about for our new listeners? Because we have new listeners again this evening.
He is the
Illustrious.
illustrious, the head guy on Mojo 50. What is that?
The Daily
Morning-
Mojo, the morning
That's
show.
it, the daily, yeah. And
that?
they're doing the coffee. If you do a what? How does it go? If you do a $25
$25 donation to Mojo, and then you go to apr.com and you can buy your Brad's brown bag. And I understand that the art is not yet done for the Brad's brown bag, but I have been wondering if there's any truth to the rumor that there's just going to be a picture of Brad's used underwear on the bag.
Oh,
Oh God,
wait,
no,
wait. This
no.
is a $25.
He just got them
donation.
repaired.
Uh,
He sent them off to
It's
the
coffee,
underwear
right?
repair studio or place, and they repaired them. So he's real proud of those underwear now.
Look, I got to tell you, evidently someone thought we were something special around here because we got the first notice to tell everybody about this.
That's right. That's right. They've extended it for
What?
one more week. You've got one
That's
more week to get your hands on Brad's brown bag. And who doesn't want to get their hands on Brad's brown bag?
I don't know. You keep saying that. It's
I
coffee, right? I mean, it's
kind of disturbing.
It's
Right?
I
Or
kind
the
of want to
great
hold it
coffee.
in both
Amazing
hands
coffee.
and take a real good sniff of it. DM promised me it smells really great.
You know, I know. Oh,
Mm.
I'm trying to think what she said. I know a young lady who, every time she hears the term Brad's brown bag, thinks of poop.
Well, that is one way to end up with your sack being brown.
That's
But-
for Jackie out there.
But I don't think that is why this one's brown. As I understand it, DM just had extra brown bags to get rid of, so it's Brad's brown bag.
How many brown bags does Brad have?
A lot of brown bags.
But don't you get like an extra? You get an extra half a pound of coffee, right?
It's
With,
true. It's true. Yeah, you get 1.5 pounds for that $25. So
$25 donation because
I know. And there's a lot
Brad's
of folks out there
brown bag.
who think that $25 for 1.5 pounds of coffee is expensive.
Well,
Guess what?
it's really worth
really
it.
good coffee.
yeah, it's good, and it's actually if you they're a small batch coffee roaster. If you go around, there's some other ones that are a little more famous, have a little better marketing. You don't get as much coffee for the same amount of money that they're charging for their stuff. You actually get a full pound from APR, where you only get 12 ounces from these other places. So
And Rusty knows because he's a tight ass.
That's true. Hey, but the APR, aprcoffee.com.
all the
APR.
girls tell me that.
Rusty, where do you find that again? What's the website?
American Pride Roasters. Heck yeah.
All right, guys. Once again, if you're new to the show, welcome in. Thank you for joining us this evening. Chris, please tell everyone where they can find us.
We're all over the place.
Some questions.
We might be
we
in some
are
places
actually-
we don't know about.
Well, that's funny because this is what I told Miss Jennifer from Warhorse Legacy Foundation last week when she called me, wanting to know where all they can find us because they're going to put us in a newsletter.
Well, there are certain places that I know they can find. So, we are on the Facebooks at the Off Track Facebook. We are on the Mojo 50 Facebook page. We are on the YouTubes at Sean 6 YouTube channel. We are on iHeartRadio in the Mojo 50 channel on Sunday evenings. We are on Spreaker, both live during the show and as a podcast afterwards. We are on Stitcher. I don't know if that one plays live during the show or not. I've never checked. We are also on Apple Podcasts.
And we are going. Actually, is it up and running yet?
Not fully.
We can we
Working
can we
on
let
it. We
the
can
cat
tell
out?
them.
We can tell them.
Rusty, go ahead. Tell them about what we're coming up with right now.
We're trying to get a Patreon account.
We have one.
I mean, we have one, but we haven't got it completely all the bugs and all that worked out. I'm still trying to figure out how all that works.
And
but,
what is a Patreon account?
it is where you can get some extra off track material for a subscription that we haven't figured out what that's going to be yet either.
I think it's donation, isn't it?
Or yeah, well, either or.
Okay.
I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know how all that works. I'm not real computer savvy, so but we're working on it.
All right. Well, good enough. All right, guys. You know what to do. Stick around.
Special guest next half hour.
All right, coming up. Got a guest coming in. Computer. We'll be right back, guys.
In comes one Stu Peters. We'll talk about some politically correct, and I'm not sure how much he's going to go into specifics about his guest for tomorrow evening. I believe he's just going to leave it fairly vague and just big.
Right.
Oh, there we go. Sending messages here to you guys.
I need to try to get our other new sponsor for Mojo in.
Right on.
So I've got the bullet points thing pulled up here. So
Okay.
What story is it? Okay. Got that story. Barbara over in Facebook right now. She wants to know where Mississippi is. Family emergency.
family emergency.
Yeah. Just keep her and her family in your
In your
prayers.
prayers.
Everything will be all right, but just needed to tend to some family things.
Yep.
So, that's just 2 weeks. Man, I hate that.
Boom.
Well, our
many
guest
hot-
may be having technical difficulties.
All right.
Okay.
That's all right. I got science.
Welcome back into Off Track, everybody. Like our guest may be having some technical difficulty uniting with the forces that are the derailment and the train
Well, he
wreck
is
and the shit show.
also in
He's off
Minneapolis. The Antifa might have gotten him. I don't know.
I think that guy would whoop their ass,
It's probably true.
And
I do believe that.
and I
there
got
was
his back.
Dead Antifa.
I got 6, as a matter of fact. I got your 6, too. So,
Right on. Well, if we can figure out the technical difficulties, we'll get him in here in just a little bit. But
and in the meantime, does Chris, are you taking over the?
oh yeah, since Melissa's not
Yeah,
here,
I think both of you,
I got her covered.
Chris and Rusty.
Yeah,
All right,
Rusty-
both of
Rusty
you
has
knock
something
it out
too.
of the park.
And now, it's science, bitches.
So, in the world of insects, there's a beetle that takes one for the team. So picture this. You're a guy, you meet a cute girl at the bar, only you find out that
That
she has an asshole boyfriend that you can't compete with because he'd whoop your ass.
No, I don't care. Boyfriend,
So,
move on.
you come up with a plan. You leave.
Mhm.
You go home, you get a
I
wig
did.
and a mini skirt, smear a little
No,
bit of
wait,
makeup
whoa,
on your
whoa,
face.
whoa.
Yeah.
And I left because she has a boyfriend, and you're telling me I'm supposed to go back?
Well, yeah,
Dressed as a woman.
this is what this
That's
beetle
what the
does.
beetle-
Okay, all right. I'll play
So,
along. Go ahead.
Let's listen to what the beetle does. You come back looking 100% woman. Woo-hoo! In a dark room anyway. So you wait until the girl slips off to the ladies' room, but you don't approach her. You approach her man.
What?
David.
No.
You
Oh,
huskily
no.
whisper to the douchebag boyfriend, "How about we go out back to the alley and I'll show you how woman I am." And not a dude in a wig at all.
He's not expecting the right book.
Right. So the beetle takes him out back by the dumpster and makes mad passionate love to him until he's absolutely spent. This is how the gamma beetle.
See, I already forgot it was a beetle.
The gamma.
See, look, it's like the meth and the boobs. I forgot you're talking about beetles. You got
yeah. There's a gamma male stag beetle that does this.
Really?
Oh yeah,
this is a real thing.
Oh yeah,
home wrecking beetles.
Oh yeah, home wrecking beetle. He gets the boyfriend out of the way by taking him out back and having wild sex with him, so that he can then go impregnate his girlfriend.
No.
This is for real.
This is not happening.
Who gave Chris this story?
You're fired.
Would you fire the intern again? It's not the intern's fault this time.
Oh no, I'm blaming it on the intern because you suck.
Rusty did it. Rusty sent me the story. It was Rusty.
I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it.
No, it wasn't Rusty. I found the story all by myself.
Holy crap.
Oh, so am I to understand that the boy dressed as a girl is going to go out in the alley and have sex with another boy?
Right, with the boy beetle, so that the boy beetle is tired and doesn't want to do the girl beetle anymore, and then he goes in and does the girl
and
beetle.
then aren't they both tired now because they're boys? And he thinks he's going to go in and be with the girl?
Yeah,
This
but he
is a
didn't
little-
waste
this-
he didn't waste
How is
his
this science?
he didn't waste his juice or his swimmers, you know?
Oh my God, Chris.
God, no.
You're fired again. Just, I mean, really.
So
that
there's
is-
another one here about giraffes.
Wait, really? So now giraffes are dressing up like girls? And
No, this is entirely different. Giraffes are into golden showers.
No, they are not.
They are.
Okay, so now are you going to tell our listening audience, our viewing audience, what a golden shower is for those who don't know?
Well, just the clinical way to look at this is that
Hey, real quick, go a little heavier on them prayers. We're getting incoming messages live right now. So
Yep.
if you please, once again, say some prayers for Melissa and her son, and of course her husband as well. But fine,
Ooh.
but just
Yeah.
anyway, if you would please, Miss Melissa is out this evening.
Poor little guy.
Yeah. So,
possible surgery
all right.
for the young man. So
so
possible. So
all right.
say a prayer for sure.
Right. And by the okay, go ahead.
Now, how do I go
Giraffes.
back to giraffes and golden showers from Lincoln's in
I know.
Trouble?
Terrible.
Because
The show must go on, though. Melissa would be
show
proud
must
of
the
me.
show must go on. Okay.
All right.
All right. So now you're going to mansplain how a golden shower, and we have new listeners who just popped in. They're going to be like, "What is
They just
this?"
What is going on here exactly?
Yeah.
So
So I'm afraid to ask, Chris.
well,
Go ahead.
all right. So
Just run it down.
it's science.
It's science.
Yeah,
It's the
you have
animal
a better
kingdom.
chance of getting lucky if the lady's ovulating, whether you're a human, a tiger, or a giraffe, right? So
This is
some
Okay, this
animals
is
take
not
this
common.
very seriously. They
this is
find
not
out.
common to the human species because it doesn't matter if a lady is ovulating.
How do you know that that's not why golden showers got started?
Okay, you're fair enough. I don't know.
It
that.
might have
And I'm
been the
glad I
very
don't
first
know that.
fertility treatment.
Oh my goodness.
ah,
This has gone completely wrong, right?
Right,
Oh
right.
my
Well,
God.
we're way off. So anyway,
Okay, fair enough.
so how do we figure out
Go
if
on.
she's ovulating in the first place? You could just ask her, but maybe she doesn't know if she's a giraffe.
Well, she doesn't speak English either, so I
Right.
won't understand what she's telling me.
And what kind of a
And
gentleman would just
I'm not going to
ask?
have any involvement.
What kind of a gentleman would just ask something like that anyway?
I'm not going to have any involvement with Miss Giraffe.
Right. Well, if they're human, they
I
can
am
just get
tall
a
enough.
pregnancy test.
I'm tall enough, but that's not
Uh-huh.
neither here nor there. All right, so she's getting a golden shower now. What?
Right, but since the giraffes don't have access to a pregnancy test of any kind to figure something like this out, the male giraffe drinks the female giraffe's pee.
Oh
No.
Yeah.
no, yeah, I agree.
In order
No.
to tell if the
Really?
female giraffe is in heat.
No, I'm breaking off all friendships with all giraffes. We're done.
Hey!
We're done.
I might resemble this.
No.
No,
Sean is a slightly giraffe-like human.
I'm a little.
He's more
I'm-
Sasquatch.
Sasquatchian. That's true.
Easy on the definitions with the. I'm not a Sasquatch. Rusty.
Well, how do we know Sasquatches don't participate in the golden showers too?
Okay, I'm out. I gotta go. I'm not participating in the show anymore tonight. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, the male giraffe uses the female giraffe's urine to find out if she's in heat and likely to be receptive to mating then.
So what does the female giraffe provide? Like a bowl, a dirt hole? I mean, what you just said. She
Well, there might
Yeah,
be a
but
dirt
in a
hole because
cocktail
don't giraffes
glass.
go into a dirt hole to die? They
wait. What?
the giraffes they
What?
dig themselves a dirt hole to die in. They call it a dying hole.
They don't have shovels.
I've never heard that. I think
This
you're
is the
looking at
most weird episode of science, bitches.
That's true. Rusty,
Where's
did you have
Melissa?
some science maybe?
I've got some astrology.
right.
And
Is it real? Because I call everything
Yes.
Chris just said
Yes.
as the fake stories for tonight. And Brad, if you're listening right now, Brad Staggs,
he's not
the
listening.
Daily Mojo. Well, you don't know that. He may be listening.
Like-
if you cover this tomorrow, I'm calling it fake right from the get go. I'm just warning you, Brad. Go ahead, Rusty.
On today's episode of How Can 2020 Get Any More Chaotic, I'd like to introduce you to Mars Retrograde 2020. Yeah, which began its reign on September 9th and lasts through November 13th. As the warrior planet of goals, ambition, and sex, among other intense things, Mars is the planet that drives us to take action. But during its retrograde period, all zodiac signs are going to struggle to assert themselves or find the motivation to take charge, which can make for a super frustrating 2 months.
So,
yeah.
I'm trying to understand this here.
Mhm.
You're saying that when Mars is in retrograde, basically it's chaotic for everyone.
Yeah,
So-
it screws up everybody.
And why is this? I'm trying. I want to understand what. First of all,
retrograde-
tell everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, retrogrades in astrology are a regular part of most major planets' cycle around the sun.
Yes.
But Mars takes a backspin least frequently of any other planet, only appearing to move backward once every 2 years. So retrograde means it appears it's going across the sky, and then it appears that it is going back the
Because
other
it's
way.
making it's on the curve.
Because it's right.
So it's
how-
basically at the end. It's not at the end. It's at the. We see it when it's like if you're do a circle this way, it's on one of the edges of the circle that we're seeing it.
Yeah, and the way that we're moving and it's moving, it
It's
appears
not going around us.
right.
Okay.
Um,
It's still
so-
doing the circle in front of us.
During Mars retrograde, we tend to feel more sluggish, unmotivated,
Really?
and might struggle to take tangible action on things. It's
So
not
we-
an ideal time to charge forward on major professional endeavors, physical work, or sexual pursuits. Anyway. And the
I'm
fact that Mars is in Aries during the duration of the retrograde is no help, obviously.
Okay.
This
I'm really a skeptic here.
is the zodiac sign ruled by Mars.
I'm not saying I don't believe in, horoscopes and stuff, but I don't know. It's just some of it seems quite hokey to me. I mean, just because I don't want to be a naysayer. I'd like to know more, but I'd also like proof.
Right. Well,
So, okay, I'm a Taurus.
when you're unwise in the ways that the planets, affect all of us, I mean, you just have to go learn about it.
But
However,
so the more I learn doesn't mean the more it's true or not true.
well,
It just means the more I know.
I don't know. G.I. Joe said differently.
Maybe. Who?
G.I. Joe.
Don't you remember those commercials from when we were kids?
What?
Man.
What?
You guys were just too old for that, huh? I guess I saw them.
I-
They would come out with a powerful learning lesson, and then G.I. Joe would be, and the more you know. No?
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
don't.
so finding productive outlets for aggressive energy during Mars retrograde is good. Try taking a kickboxing class, or going on a run, or perhaps even pouring your feelings into an artistic project.
What about spilling your guts to a person? Is that productive?
Embracing gentler ways of dealing with anger could prevent you from exploding on someone unexpectedly, and also help you heal the pain of past losses or wrongs. So
I should become, not I specifically, a person.
right.
It might benefit from becoming more physically active in whichever way they choose. Am I understanding this correctly?
I believe so.
Okay, so
I don't know.
I think it's a good thing, regardless of astrological
Yeah.
prognostications, as Lep may call them, Mr. Leprechaun. The retrograde.
Being physically active is just good for you.
It's okay. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I talked to a friend who said she might go out for a power walk this evening.
Yeah.
Get it out of your system, right?
Right.
Okay. Exert some energy. Don't be Captain Lazy, as Rusty would call himself sometimes.
Don't follow a
Captain
beetle
Lazy.
into a dark alley.
Well,
Yeah, no kidding.
look,
That's gonna be interesting.
Some beetle drags me into an alley with a wig on. They're getting their ass kicked. I'm just.
So Peekapool addressed the problem of the beetle being too tired afterwards. Regarding the Beatles being tired, remember that line from the documentary Deadpool? You're looking good, Francis. Like
This
you've
over
been
on the
catching
Twitter?
and not pitching. Yeah, on the Twitters.
Okay, so over on Twitter, guys, for new folks, once again, you can follow along and comment and get your comments in by using hashtag derailed through Twitter. You can obviously join us on Facebook. You can comment on the Facebook, the YouTube.
I don't tweet, so don't even bother.
You don't tweet? The tweet.
I don't tweet.
I've got the tweet tag
You
up,
do
so if you
too.
do hashtag derailed, I'm going to see it.
Rusty, are you watching the YouTube right now? Because I'm watching the Facebook and Chris is watching the Twitters.
Man, I'm lucky to walk and chew gum at the same time. I don't know.
Well,
about-
There's also
You
a
can
gift
smoke
of
a
a
cigarette
dumpster
and walk.
fire in the Mewees. That is a
This
big
is our
dumpster fire.
Jennifer Owens over in I guess this is on Facebook. ain't
Jennifer
it?
May, yeah, Jennifer Owens
we
May.
got time for no Mars retrograde BS.
That's Jennifer. Yeah. That's Jennifer from the Warhorse Legacy Foundation.
Age.
Real quick.
What?
I would seriously encourage everyone to go to warhorselegacy.org. And please go check it out. Seriously, it's a great organization. It's a non-for-profit foundation for veterans. They foster healing in veterans with their families. It's not just about the veterans. It's veterans and their families.
Yeah.
Because the family is supposed to be a unit, right? I'm old school. I believe in family dynamics, and maybe if just one person is even off in a family, it creates havoc, and we don't want that, especially for our veterans who do. Look, they sign a blank check for their life, and they come back sometimes, and it's not just combat. There's other things in life, that we all deal with. But, we definitely want to help out our veterans. They've got a 140-acre ranch in Northwest Arkansas, and they work with veterans on a daily basis. And we're going to be talking to them here, I believe. Is it next week?
Next weekend.
20th, right? That's next week.
I believe, yeah.
Okay. Looking forward to talking to Valerie and Miss Jennifer as well next week from the Warhorse Legacy Foundation. So don't miss that, guys.
Yeah.
warhorselegacy.org. Go check it out.
Paige Rockwell over on the I believe I'm in Facebook. Hell, I thought I was in, I don't know. She says, "Why am I here? What is happening? I am lost. It sounds like me every day when I wake up. Who are these guys?" Well, hi Paige. I'm Rusty Lugnuts. I'm obviously the pretty guy of the trio, and
yeah. As that one voicemail told us once a long time ago, it's Rusty Lugnuts and his two bald, beautiful backup dancers.
Yeah, that's right. So,
that's us. Yeah.
Yes. I'm glad you were. It appears to be that Sarah brought you in, and you're like, "What the hell? What is this?" I understand. Just go with it. Just go with it.
It'll make sense at some point.
That's it.
Oh
no,
yes, yeah, it'll make sense, or it won't. I don't know. Drink something; it'll make more sense.
Drink what? Like
something alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Have you got something to drink to tell us about?
Yeah.
You know what? Look, and all of our science bitches this evening is brought to you by 2020.
Well, not really brought, but we wished it was brought to us by.
Well, you know what? You're right. But I'm going to show
2020 survival kit. 2020.
Yes, exactly. Hashtag my 2020 survival kit. I acquired this the other day. This is the Redneck Riviera Whiskey 2020 survival kit. Many of you may know Mr. John Rich from Big and Rich country band. And he has a very, very good whiskey. It's called Redneck Riviera.
Oh, it is good.
It's very smooth, right, Rusty? You've had it. Chris, I don't recall. Chris, did you ever get to
I have sampled it. I haven't drank in close to a year now, but before that, I did sample the Riviera Redneck, and it was really good.
So
really good.
Along with that, in your 2020 survival kit, it says work hard, play hard. But they've included a pint of Redneck Riviera whiskey that is Granny Rich Reserve. Now, this is pretty special to John Rich because Granny Rich, she just passed away maybe a month or two ago. I don't recall.
Yeah, 2 months ago, I believe it was.
So I am going to enjoy this. Yeah, you know what?
And Miss Granny Rich did approve and sample the whiskey that does have her name on it. He has some videos up. If you go,
I'm going to open it right now. What do you think?
What? No, don't open that one. Buy it, or you need to save it. Collector's item.
You want? Actually, maybe they might have another one over
You should probably drink it.
Okay, drink it. Whatever. Drink it and then fill it back up with tea.
You know what? I have a full bottle. Well, it's almost full of the Redneck Riviera in the kitchen. In the studio.
You can go grab that at break.
Yeah.
I was sipping on that this afternoon, actually. Very good stuff, actually. So, okay.
Mojo's got a new sponsor we need to talk about for a minute, huh?
Yes, they do. It is uscca.com. Visit uscca.com/mojo50. That will.
And what does that stand for, Rusty?
Give Mojo the.
Tell me about it.
The United States Concealed Carry Association. If I'm not
That's an important
mistaken.
one.
But
really
according to FBI statistics, geez, that's a hard word. A violent crime happens every 26 seconds. Yeah, statistics. A violent crime happens every 26 seconds. That's over 3,300 times someone is forced to defend themselves Now think about everything you do in an ordinary day: going to work, shopping, picking up the kids, walking the dog. How often are you leaving yourself and your family vulnerable? Today is the day you commit to protecting your loved ones and yourself by taking the first step toward becoming a responsible, empowered protector. The USCCA exists to give law-abiding folks like you the training, knowledge, and legal protection they need to protect their families and safeguard their futures. The USCCA is ready to help you become the protector you deserve and need to be. So visit USCCA.
That's an insurance worth having.
Yes, Mojo50 to learn everything about what USCCA has to offer. They're fighting in the legislative fronts. They have the insurance program to where if you do have to protect yourself, you got to realize
you're going
to go to court. Even if you were right, you're going to court. I mean, that stuff needs to be hashed out. If you've took somebody's life or you seriously injured somebody, I mean, it's only right that things need to be on record and all that, but you need somebody there standing by you, and USCCA has the insurance and the people to do it. So check it out. USCCA.com/Mojo50.
Tech Roo says, I haven't had to shoot anybody lately, but I have been a USCCA member for years.
Awesome.
Follow Tech Roo's lead. Go sign up.
All right. You guys like Peeps?
Like the marshmallow kind?
Yeah, the marshmallow kind.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to really like them. I don't like them anymore.
Wait, what?
I don't like them.
They're diabetes in a bag, but I like them.
Usually a love or hate. I mean, people okay, I shouldn't say that. That's completely wrong, actually. I hear a lot of people say, oh, those are gross. I hate them. I don't find anything wrong with them. I'm not like, I have to have them, but they're there and I have had them. They're not horrible. So I don't see why people hate Peeps per se, but, Peeps Treeps are going on hiatus for several months.
What?
Another consequence to the coronavirus pandemic. Yeah. Another victim. Just Born Quality Confections said it won't be producing the popular marshmallow sweets for Halloween, Christmas, or Valentine's Day.
What?
As the Bethlehem, Pennsylvania-based company prepares for next Easter, PennLive.com reports.
Huh.
So wait, what, are they just not able to keep up with demand now?
I highly doubt that. I mean, this is my point. So many people say, "Oh, Peeps are gross."
Right.
I see them on the store shelves every holiday.
Right.
They're in there. I mean, what do we originally associate Peeps with? What, Easter?
Easter, yeah.
Okay. Now they're on every holiday. Maybe they've overdone themselves. I don't know, but they're chalking it up to the coronavirus pandemic. So, production of holiday shaped candies was suspended in the spring as coronavirus spread across the state. Limited production resumed in mid-May with protocols in place to protect employees. Just Born said. That's kind of an odd name. Just Born. Just Born Quality Confections is the name of the company who produces Peeps.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. I mean, when you read that in a story, it sounds kind of odd. Just Born said.
Huh.
This situation resulted in us having to make the difficult decision to forego production of our seasonal candies for Halloween, Christmas, and Valentine's Day in order to focus on meeting the expected overwhelming demand for Peeps for next Easter season. Now that I kind of understand, because like I said, it's Easter season that we usually associate Peeps with. That's probably obviously their biggest.
I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't just make them all year round, because it's not like they go bad. As long as you keep them in an air sealed.
72-year shelf life, like a Twinkie.
Right, like Twinkie. Oh. And cockroaches. Speaking of cockroaches, I wonder if you get better milk out of them if you feed them marshmallows.
No.
We're not back to milking cow.
No, we're not. No.
We're not milking cockroaches
No,
today?
it's-
Okay.
Well, I never have because I don't think they have. Can you milk a cockroach?
There was a story about it. It was one of our science pages.
Evan over on Facebook, he says peeps are awesome.
Mm,
Evan Evans. Evan Rasmussen Campbell Evans. And Barbara says peeps are her Easter candy.
Hey, I know that kid.
I like
Lisa Wozniak said, "This is un-American, no peeps."
Sure. I mean,
Wozniak, did I say?
do you
that?
think anybody's gonna like literally? Okay, if our listening audience didn't hear this story, how many of you would even notice they're gone? Honestly, I mean, do some people specifically go to the store and think, "Oh"?
I mean, I probably would
peeps
notice
on
because
grocery list?
they wouldn't be in my kid's stocking for me to steal because they don't want them. So I eat them. So, you know,
I don't know
good.
about that.
But then again, I might not notice. That's the end of the first hour.
And on that note, peeps. Oh. On that note, folks, we'll see you right back here on the other side.
All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to have a quick smoke. Looks like Stu Peters might.
Hey. You might have to bring the show back in. I got to make a phone call.
Well, I'll smoke quick. Stu Peters may join us. All right, Stu Peters may join us at 8:30 then.
Okay. He might not want to be associated with us. I'm just saying. Oh, did I say that out loud? Well, it looks like it's just me and the audience. I'm running out of drinks, folks. Go get one of these. Cat cooler tumbler. Come on. Go get one. Support the show. But do it. Go to catcoolers.com, promo code whiskey. Whiskey gives us a little credit. They work good. Stuff. So, what do we got? What do we got on the Yahoo Socialist webpage? A top disease expert is warning of another 12 to 14 months of a really hard road on the coronavirus. Whatever. Bunch of crap. Everything is damn coronavirus. UFC fighter Conor McGregor is arrested after accusations of sexual assault. Chinese military calls the U.S. the biggest threat to world peace. Yeah, right. U.S. mortgage rates slide to another record low ahead of this week's. I have no what that. I have no idea. FOMC. Federal something. Whatever. McDonald's is selling a 3-foot chicken nugget body pillow. Oh, that just screams to be read. Something exciting happening at McDonald's. The fast food chain has partnered with Travis Scott, the first celebrity to be featured on McDonald's menu since Michael Jordan, to create a new burger and merchandise. From September 8th to October 4th, you can order the Travis Scott, which is a beef quarter pounder with cheese, bacon, and lettuce. Although that sounds tasty, that's not the most exciting part. The Cactus Jack X McDonald's merch is truly one of a kind.
Good
Looks
to
like,
go.
yeah,
I thought I had a
body pillow.
Sorry.
All right.
I love being an independent woman, but sometimes even I need something strong and rugged. I'm not opposed to having a relationship that will last forever. That's why I got myself a cat cooler. What? You thought I was going to say a man? They're made in the United States, and they come with a lifetime guarantee. What else could a girl ask for? Find your life partner at catcoolers.com. Catcoolers.com.
Rusty, do you know any women that could have babies without being around a man?
All of the
I'm not
feminists
talking
just
biblical
ask them.
stories here.
They don't need no man.
No, I didn't say raise a child.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, they can go to the sperm bank, I guess.
no, I mean like not having any help, like this 62-year-old ball python in the St. Louis Zoo that they say laid 7 eggs despite not being near a male python for at least 2 decades.
Well, I don't know. I guess I have to see what the article says, but it
Well,
seems like
nature will find a way.
haven't heard. Yeah,
Okay.
no, it seems like
What
I-
about human nature? Does it also find a way?
No,
Why is the animal kingdom different than the human kingdom?
I don't know. If we locked a woman up for a couple of decades, would she find a way to be pregnant?
Whoa! We don't do that around here, Chris.
It's worth an. You asked the question.
Oh, we're not,
So once again, for our new listeners,
I'm not supposed to keep them locked up. I'll be
No,
like that.
Rusty, if you would.
the opinions on our show are not necessarily mine.
Also,
Or
not
Mojo's,
those of Cuddle Me Buff or
Mojo
blah blah
50.
blah. There's
Not
there's
even
an
Buff.
there's a whole blurb that plays on Mojo that is just for us.
A lot of the jokes are just for.
Well, the opinions of the hosts are their own and not those of Cuddle Me Buff LLC, et cetera, et cetera. That was written just for us.
So your opinion is you should lock a woman up for 2 decades?
I didn't say that.
You said it, not me, brother.
No, see, you asked
I
the
don't-
question, would human nature find a way? And I said, I guess to test that, we would have to lock a woman up for 2 decades.
No, you don't have to lock her up. She could just, she's a lady. She could just say, you know what? I will participate in your experiment and not
Lady.
have sex for 20 years
Whoa,
with
whoa,
anybody.
she's a lady.
We could probably get some women to agree to that. So, but
I would
If they're-
actually believe, I would guarantee you there are women out there who have, just not had sex.
but
20
they're
years.
not in
Whether
the
it's
same
by choice or not.
They're not in the same situation as the ball python, though. The ball python doesn't have the opportunity to do it, though. So we got to remove the opportunity.
Hey, do we completely jump ship on the snake here? What, Rusty?
I just want to say that I'm pretty sure that I read that once a python or a snake has sex, that the female python can hold in reserve sperm for use at a later time.
20 years?
I don't know what the time frame is. We don't know the physiology. I don't know the physio. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure
You're not a zoologist or a snakeologist. Are you a snake? Are you a snake charmer or a snake?
I believe that's a herpetologist.
What's the this people that have the snakes in the churches? What are
I'm
they
a
called?
snake charmer. You want to see me here?
They're called weirdos, is what they're called here in Alabama. They're called weirdos.
No, Chris, that's still the answer. Look, if you're charming snakes, sorry, you're not my type.
Wait! I thought the whole point was to get the woman to charm the. Never mind.
Women are snake charmers, not men. Well, okay, that's not true. That's not fair. That's biased.
Sometimes you got to do it yourself.
Yeah. So Mark Wanner, that's his name, Wanner.
Wiener?
Mark Wanner. Maybe it's Wanner. I don't know. It's Wanner. He is of herpetology at the zoo. Said it is unusual, but not rare. For the ball pythons to reproduce asexually.
What does this herpetology have to do with this?
We're not talking about herpes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not herpes,
Chris.
That's different.
Oh, we are so.
What is a herpetologist, by the way?
A snake person.
A snake person.
A snakeology
A
person.
snakeologist?
Yeah.
Snakeologist.
A snakeologist. Right. Very well. Then what do you have to say?
The snakes also sometimes see Rusty, did you just read this stuff?
I swear to God, I didn't. Swear to God. I didn't.
Okay. And I'm getting messages from Mr. Nick. I'm getting disrailed. No, derailed at the moment.
You are being disrailed? That's way different than derailed.
Talk about racing for heroes here in a second too.
All right, good.
I think Rusty, did I give you this? You're pretty smart. I know you retain everything.
No, you didn't.
The snakes also sometimes store sperm for delayed fertilization.
Yeah.
The birth also is unusual because ball pythons usually stop laying eggs.
Laying eggs, yeah.
Laying AIDS.
And now,
I said,
big
sorry.
words. With
On.
Yeah.
They stop laying eggs long before they reach their 60s, which is, I think, common in a lot of worlds.
Right.
I mean,
So snakes go through menopause too.
Yes.
I wonder if they have hot flashes.
No, they're cold-blooded.
Right.
Well,
they could,
whatever. I mean, she'd definitely be the oldest snake we know of in history to lay eggs, Wanner said, noting.
Are they going to go after
the oldest snake ever documented in a zoo, 62 years old.
Are they going to go after the father? For
Oh,
snake support?
Rusty, that seems so sexist. Are you a misogynist? I didn't ask you if you're giving massages either.
Oh my God.
You need to speak with HR.
Hold on.
Bad rest.
No, I got
Is
to
it
play something
Bangu?
else. There's a GIF image in the MeWe's, and I must say this: bad Kinsey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The python, which has not been given a name. How do you not have a name when you're 62 years old?
Yeah.
Seriously, can have
zoo is this?
Can have babies without the interaction of a male, and they don't give her a name.
I don't think
Married.
it's nice, honestly.
Married.
And I'm being
That's
serious.
racist.
Why don't they
No,
why don't they give her a
sexist.
name?
Sexist, not
It's
racist.
Whatever. It laid the eggs July 23rd. 3 of the eggs remained in the incubator. 2 were used for genetic sampling and snakes, and the other 2 eggs did not survive. The St. Louis Post-Dispatch reported. I'm being distracted. My phone is just going crazy. I hope everything's okay with everybody. The eggs that survive should hatch in about a month. So, and this is September 10th. So we got another month to wait to see if I'm going to name her Nellie, snake. I don't know where that came from, but that's my name for Nellie. Genetic sampling will show whether the eggs were reproduced sexually or asexually.
Huh.
So, if they come to find out that the snakes that they were,
What if there was a
reproduced
snake?
sexually.
What if there was a male
There's
snake
a snake
snaking? Sneaky.
there's a
Sneaky.
sneaky snake,
Uh-huh.
right? There's a sneaky snake.
I believe that was a song too, wasn't it?
The male
Oh,
snake.
sneaky snake.
I think you're right.
What slithered its way? Let's see over here on the Facebook. Barbara says, "I'm excited when I went to see." Oh, that's not about the snake. They're talking about other things over there. I should read first. Okay, so there's that. And back to my friend Mr. Nick Joseph. Racingforheroes.org. That's racingforheroes.org, empowering the lives of our nation's veterans through motorsports health, wellness, and employment opportunities. Another non-for-profit. They do 100% of donations. That's how they work. So
Cool.
You can give through their website directly to the programs. The goal of racingforheroes.org is to provide the veterans community a new mission with a purpose and a place to belong. Once again, it's kind of like with the War Horse Legacy Foundation. It's America giving back to the people, the men and women who sign that blank check. And
these kind of efforts are near and dear to the hearts of every person on this show, and near and dear to the hearts of, I dare say, almost every, if not every host on the entire Mojo network.
Absolutely.
We believe in giving back to our veterans.
And I'll have to read his text later, but we're in works with getting Nick on the show as well to talk about Racing for Heroes, along with maybe some other things that he's got going on. He's a very busy man, and I don't even know how he does it. But
is he a herpetologist?
He probably has a lot of interns. Just saying.
Well, if he does, he didn't have any with that day.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
he's
they
taking
gotta
a
have
break.
a day off.
He was what?
They got to have a day off. I mean,
Well, yeah. I mean, he was out on the boat with us.
Say, Rusty, I found something for you.
Wide open and look for a sneaky snake. Now maybe you.
yeah, oh, sneaky snake. Yes,
Sneaky snake.
Hey,
Go ahead, Rusty.
I got 2 minutes. We can do the
Are there prognostications?
astrological signs. Yeah. 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Do it.
30? I'm going to have to get him to speed it up.
Well,
Come on,
We need to get him to drink a Red Bull right before he does it.
Hey.
No, I had told him that he needed to slow down. Now we're going to
No, why do we want him to slow down?
Because it was all crammed together. I don't know. Anyway, let's listen to Lap.
Red Bull.
Here we go.
Okay.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your astrological prognostications. Aquarius. Sometimes ideas just come to you, but don't depend on it today. The best projects, solutions, theories, recipes, and more will begin with a brainstorm. Do not skip this step. Pisces, you don't know what to do next, and that means you're in an exciting position, alert with energy that only fresh trouble can provide. Search for answers in the obvious places. Aries, you will have companionship And you won't have to worry about choosing the right person either. Taurus, a playful spirit will attract everything you need. Gemini, can you personally elevate the collective soul of mankind? Yes. Cancer, you have healing powers. Whatever you did for you, you can do for them. Leo, procrastination is a fear in disguise. Take a little bite. Virgo, to co-create will be a thrill, whatever you think, it's going well or not. Libra, your mind doesn't like an open loop. Something incomplete will haunt you. Scorpio, you must tear down the old to make room for the new. You're ready to let go. Sagittarius, either stop demanding success or change your definition of it. Capricorn, your rituals will have mysterious benefits. The same will apply elsewhere. This concludes your astrological prognostications. Peace out, y'all.
Didn't it just say Taurus will find what you need? I know you guys weren't listening to Taurus. Never mind.
I was listening to Capricorn.
Exactly. That's I'm like, yeah, man, whatever.
I listened to Pisces, but then I thought,
okay,
that's perfect music for a herpetologist or a snake charmer.
we need some upbeat music because that's really, I could use that for relaxing.
Or charming a snake.
Okay.
Well, you can. Is that how that goes? I don't.
No.
It's all about the music.
A dog's been credited with saving an Alabama family's lives after.
Nice.
Actually, Rusty, do you know about this? Birmingham.
No, I haven't heard this one.
Okay. The dog's bark awakened them to the fire that was sweeping through their rental home early Tuesday morning. The dog, Ralph. I like that name for a dog.
Yeah.
I like that name for a dog, Ralph. Ralph doesn't usually make a sound at night.
Yeah, that good boy, Ralph.
Yeah, so I would say that would be kind of alerting. And Walker, Derek Walker, the dog owner, Ralph's owner, or maybe Ralph's pet, Derek Walker. When he heard the different kind of bark coming from Ralph, a 4-year-old Great Dane, hello, he got up to investigate. That's when he saw the fire outside the family's kitchen window. Blaze had started on a grill and spread to the home, according to Robert Lawson, the battalion chief with the North Shelby Fire Department.
Huh.
I will say, they're talking about different barks. I know my experience with the Great Danes that I have.
There's a difference between the bark for a squirrel and a person standing at the door.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a difference on how ammo about knocks the door down as well.
Right.
200 pounds of Great Dane. I wonder how big Ralph is. It doesn't say here. But
I got a dog like that too. My Shelby dog never barks. Never. I think I can count on one hand the number of times she's ever barked. So if she barks in the middle of the night, gonna notice.
Really? Your dog doesn't bark?
Never.
That's a good dog.
Good dog.
Yeah.
Except for this one German Shepherd that walks by the house. She hates that German Shepherd. Nobody else.
You know, you're talking about dogs barking. I sometimes seem to have some, what do they call it, sensory issues, like noises, like screaming,
And squirrel and shiny.
children,
And distracting.
screaming, windshield wipers. You know, it's repetitive noises. what do they call it in timing? What's the word I'm looking for here? Windshield wipers, turn signals.
Repetitiveness.
Well, it's repetitive, but it's time. You know, it's and just anyway, among other things.
So a metronome.
Those dogs that just sit there and ruff, and it's just that timed repetitive that will drive me up a wall. But I do appreciate a dog who knows when to bark, and a good bark. You know, like, hey, there's someone here. No, y'all are really quiet right now.
Mm-hmm. Huh. So did this dog save those people? They all lived?
Yeah, they had a fire, and the dog barked at an unusual bark. There's that.
Well, alrighty.
Nice.
That's it? You got nothing? Okay.
I got nothing. I got
nothing for the.
They got 2 miniature pigs also.
Did the miniature pigs survive, or did they get bacon?
No, they got everybody out.
Okay.
Ralph is a hero.
Ralph is a hero. If I was Ralph, I'd have left the pigs behind so that we could eat them.
I know. Once again, guys, keep Melissa, Lincoln, and Josh in your prayers this evening.
We don't have any further information other than that he was on his way to an OR. So.
Okay. So, didn't you have some other stories there, Rusty?
I've got another science bitches. You go ahead, Rusty. I'll save my science bitches.
You like Ozzy, don't you?
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne says he's not interested in a Black Sabbath reunion. It's done. In a recent interview with Rolling Stone, the rocker responded to recent comments made by former bandmate Black Sabbath lead guitarist Tommy Iommi about wanting to see the band reunite after their farewell shows. It's not for me, the 71-year-old godfather of heavy metal said. It's done. The only thing I do regret is not doing the last farewell show in Birmingham with drummer Bill Ward. He felt really bad about that. But I don't have any of the slightest interest in doing any more gigs with Black Sabbath. Maybe Tony's getting bored, he said.
Mr. Iommi himself?
Yeah. Iommi wanted to maybe see the band get back together, and Ozzy's like, nah. While Osbourne has no interest in a reunion, he did describe his bandmates at his brothers when reflecting on the 50th anniversary of their self-titled album and Paranoid album. Osbourne shared that he recently had been in touch with Iommi, who is 72. Jeez. He's been really keeping me going and giving me words of encouragement. I've heard from him a couple of times, heard from Bill. Black Sabbath was formed in 1968, and the band is still recognized as being among the pioneers of heavy metal.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, they are all getting on up there.
We do have one more of the science stories here. I'm going to see if I can run through this in the next 4 minutes here, and then we have Stu Peters coming in for the last half hour. He fixed his technical issues. Okay, so there is an extremely flexible Chinese fruit bat. If pulled, a lot of men on the planet wanting to know, if you asked men, what job would you like your wife to do? You might get gymnast or yoga teacher for a lot of these. But statistically, it's very unlikely that anybody reading this has actually ever dated a world-class gymnast. It's true. I know I've never dated a gymnast. But this brings up the Chinese fruit bat. This brings up the Chinese fruit bat. The female can do something that, as far as we know, no other species on the planet can do as far as flexible. Not even in the wildest porno. because
wait. They actually mentioned this?
Yeah.
They're actually mentioning porno in this animal story.
Oh yeah, you'll see why in a minute. Because the fruit bat,
I want to know why.
the fruit bat doesn't sound terribly exotic, right? I mean, when you think of fruit bat,
well, fruit's pretty exotic.
Yeah. Their mating habits though are something out of a porno Cirque du Soleil. The
saved by the music. Oh my god.
Well, that didn't. Want to continue this on the other side?
Yeah, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
All right, guys. You know what to do? Stick around right here, off track. Go take care of your business. Go PCB. See you in a few. Go pay the bills.
What's going on, Stu?
How you doing?
Doing all right, brother.
We made it. I can't believe we were actually allowed to make this happen.
Right.
Being that we'll be doxxed for probably talking about the shit that we're going to talk about.
It's possible.
Yeah, we don't.
But right when we come back, I have to finish the fruit bat story. It's going to be
looking forward to the end result.
Right. It's the last sentence I read before the music hit was the mating habits of the fruit bat are like something out of a porno Cirque du Soleil.
Okay.
So we're going to tell the audience about that, and then we shall chat about why we're all getting doxxed and should hide in a basement.
Sounds like some shit I was involved with an informant of mine. I'll give up my brother for a dime bag or a dick pic from you.
Oh Lord.
Well, that one chick has a song about a dick pic.
That's true. She does.
Miss Lee Gast.
Be the first one to tell you I don't mind looking at dick pics, and here's why: because I want to know what I'm working with. You know, there's the whole
You're taking pictures of your own, I hope, right?
Listen, average this, there's average that. What is actually average? The only way that you know that is by looking at a plethora of dicks.
Okay.
Hold on.
Now this sounds like a topic that would be on a Rocky Stucci show for sure.
So, I've never done his show before, I don't think. Oh,
not yet.
I did do his show, but not since I've been on the network. Hold on, let me figure this out. I don't know what's going on with this. All of a sudden, whoa, geez.
10 seconds.
Coming in hot in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That was me. All right.
I know, right?
5.
That's not me.
Welcome back into Off Track, everyone. Hey, joining us right here, right now, is the one and only Stu Peters from Patriotically Correct. And every day, weekdays, right?
Yeah.
5 p.m. Eastern, right here on Mojo 50, you can find this young man. Tell him about your show, Stu.
Oh, God, thank you. Yeah, Patriotically Correct Radio, man. It's exactly that. We're the opposite of politically correct.
That's beautiful.
You know, here's the deal. Relentless seekers of truth,
Yes.
I guess
Yeah.
you could call it. And so tomorrow, should I go there? Are we
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah,
Do it.
let's do this.
Do it.
So tomorrow we're having a guest on, and I can't tell you his name yet.
Okay.
He is a former state attorney general. He went after Planned Parenthood. After going after Planned Parenthood, he was forced out of office. Okay. And then as a political move, these people came to, look, I'm dressed in my t-shirt, but I still have my golden pen. I love it.
Oh, I have a.
It's like a pointer.
Yes. Don't cross the swords, though. Careful.
When I'm pointing this thing at you, it's not like at you. Okay. This is how I think. Right. So I'm a very humble dude. So don't take this. the guy, literally, they went after him politically. They removed him from office, and after they removed him from office, he then was reelected as the head prosecutor for Johnson County in Kansas. And so now I've given it up. So his name is Phil Klein, and Phil went to the they disbarred him. They took his attorney's license from him and said that you'll never practice law again in the state of Kansas.
What?
So he went to the state appeals court and said, no, this is BS. And they said they upheld the ruling. Now, on an earlier episode of PC Radio, we told our listeners that any donation to the Black Lives Matter website was funneled through an organization called Act Blue. We've proven that. Okay,
Yes.
that's a fact.
Right.
People who have done their research, don't believe me, go look at it. Go to Black Lives Matter, click the donate button, and then watch as the URL changes. They white label the page, and I'm pointing over here because I'm looking at my computer monitor. They white label the page so that it appears to still be a Black Lives Matter website. However, it's not. It's a white labeled page for Act Blue, and if you'll see that if you look at the URL. So we've tracked down the recipients of that money, and we now know more about Act Blue. And this guest that we're going to have on, Phil Klein, is the owner of a new website called got-freedom.org. Okay. And if you go to got-freedom.org, you'll see that Act Blue is undeniably the cash cow of the progressive movement, boasting over $6 billion raised for progressive candidates since 2004. Now, the organization funneled more than $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion.
That's a billion with a B.
Candidates in 2018 alone, and has moved close to $900 million to assist Biden for president in 2019 and 2020. So we're going to ask him some very pointed questions tomorrow. When I was talking to him on the phone last night in the driveway when I was drunk, I was asking him some pretty serious questions because I wanted answers.
Right.
He told me he was uncomfortable answering these questions. So my question to you boys would be this. When I have him on tomorrow and he says, I'm uncomfortable answering that, do I then say, I understand, moving on? Or do I say, listen, we're relentless seekers of the truth. You have contacted us saying, you want to expose these people, right? It's your patriotic duty. Or I'll just hang up on you.
Well, what's the point of having him on if you don't?
I would press him a little bit. I would go somewhere in between. I'm going to hang up on you and fine, moving on.
So you're saying there's a middle ground?
Yeah, press him just a little bit.
Well, look, you got to hold their feet to the fire because we don't have enough of that.
Yeah, I mean,
well, listen,
press them a
check
bit.
this out. The powerhouse presence of Act Blue, these people, that has allowed them to negotiate a special relationship with banks.
Right.
They don't have to reveal donor names when they're processing their gift cards, fellas. Okay. Furthermore,
that's not. Yeah, I don't like that either.
Furthermore, over 35%, and I think the number is over 40, of the donors to Act Blue are unemployed.
How's that work?
Well, I'll tell you how it works. The way that it works is this. Let me get my thinking pen.
Right.
The way that it works is this. You're unemployed, which means that you're more than likely receiving entitlement benefits.
Yep.
Whether it be from unemployment or whether it be from Section 8 or whether it be from WIC or EBT, you're receiving benefits from the government, i.e., you and I are paying for this. So what happens is you agree to specific terms and conditions in order to receive said entitlements. In the fine print of that, these people are then able to contribute or donate dollars on your behalf to specific groups that you're unaware of. Now, when you really need some shit, And excuse me for cussing on your program, but it's late at night, and I feel like I can do that.
All right.
Any word other than those two, you know.
I think I know them. Can we talk about Santa Claus, by the way, on this show?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think my kid went to bed. Yeah. Anyway,
I think so. Here's the deal. When you don't read the fine print, you're in a lot of trouble. And I'll also tell you this: you can be a W-2 wage earner, working your ass off, working for example, the county, Ashpinagosh County in Fuckville. Oh, there went the word. Illinois.
Illinois. There's definitely a town called that in Illinois. I promise.
I'll take care of the FCC violation. Don't worry about it. You can be that employee that has worked for that county for multiple years, and you're within years of retiring. But little do you know that back 30 years ago, when you enlisted to work for the county, okay, and you accepted that position and you signed that goodwill contract with your union is able to donate your dues to whoever they see fit. Right. Act Blue is a major recipient from most of these labor unions. They're donating your money to Biden for president, whether you think so or not, and whether you agree to it or not.
That's true.
$190 million in the last 3 months to Biden for president from Act Blue. Monday, we'll talk to the man exposing all of this corruption and so much more. His story is huge. The rabbit hole goes deeper than you might know, and this is scary stuff.
Yeah.
So PC Radio is every day, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, everywhere that you can find low-budget afternoon radio programming.
There it is. My question kind of, you're talking 190, you'd say 190 billion?
190 million with an M.
Okay.
In the last month.
In the last month, right.
Month.
Okay. So when it comes to the other side of the fence here, the Trump brigade, if you will, how much has anybody even researched?
By the way, are you guys live on Facebook? Can I share this thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
On Mojo 50 Facebook page, on Off Track Facebook page, and on YouTube at Sean 6.
I got to start a watch party. Where should I go to start this watch party?
Go to the Mojo page.
Okay, let's do that.
There you go.
So Radio. And by the way, for those of you that don't know about Mojo 50 Radio, you're living under a rock.
Right.
There's listen, there's only 6.3 thousand people that like this page. Why is that?
Yeah, there's a lot more listeners than that. That's for sure. Well, so Facebook.
On iHeartRadio, our block did 500,000 listeners on Friday last week.
There you go.
500. That's 500,000 people, gents.
That's right. I have no idea what our numbers are for this show on iHeart, but
well, I will tell you, having me on is really going to boost your numbers.
It's true.
Hey,
it's true.
We're all about that. That's why we wanted you on.
We had Radio Copper for an hour and a half, and I think we probably moved up to Silver, maybe with Stu.
Maybe.
Let's start this watch party here real quick. All right, there we go.
All right. So, has anyone looked into what Trump's bringing in financially for his campaign?
Yeah, people have looked into that, and he's actually talking about going into his own pockets, right?
I wondered. Right.
That was the big story last week. Was the billionaire is going to go after his own pocketbook to contribute to his own campaign? There's two sides to this story, of course.
Sure.
There's the well, of course he is, because he's in the fight for his life. But no, the real
and
story,
his country.
He's in the fight for our life and our country. He doesn't need to do this. He's got billions in the bank. He could just walk away and live a fantastic life for himself.
Does he need any of this?
No,
he doesn't. At the end of the day, and as a matter of fact, I mean, what does the president make? A couple $100,000 a year?
$400,000 a year.
If he actually took it.
I could find that in couch cushions, for Christ's sake. So, the guy doesn't do that for this money, right? And then furthermore, the money that he does make doing this, he donates to charitable causes.
That's right.
That's documented. That's a fact. Don't believe me, go look for it yourself. He does, and it's legit. Here's the deal. I have more news to break on your show. And
Tear it
let
up.
me just God, I can't believe I'm doing this on this low budget ass late night show here. Here we go.
We like to be treated like a redheaded stepchild.
Wow.
That's why I wore my red shirt
This
today.
coming
Like,
from
we
the guy
get so many people coming on here and being nice to us. It's refreshing. Refreshing, I tell you. Get somebody come on and tell the truth. Yeah.
I should have took a screenshot of the of that little, I don't know what the hell, it looked like some little gay leotard top that he was wearing last night.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 50 cent. It was the 50 cent tank top from, what is that? G Unit apparel. Yes, it was.
Right. G Unit.
All
right, so you're gonna break some news right now. Some more news.
I'm gonna break some news. So listen, oh God, I don't know if I can do this or not.
Come on, bring your balls out.
No, I mean, I'm trying to think of this. So I'm trying to think of the best way to frame this. All right, so
He's also trying to make sure that we don't get arrested and thrown in the clink for.
Actually, I am. I'm trying to figure out a way for me not to get arrested by breaking this. But here's the deal. So being in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area, I have obviously inside sources with the police department. I also then have inside sources with people who work in the military here, vis-a-vis the Minnesota National Guard.
Right.
The news that I want to break is that the MP company, over anywhere between 90 and 280 MP soldiers with the Minnesota Army National Guard have been activated, and they're going to Gitmo. They're going to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and we're going to dig into this more on PC Radio and try to deliver the what is actually going on here. But my speculation is this, and my speculation, by the way, comes from very reliable sources. And you can choose to say this guy's full of shit and he doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's just making this up for ratings, which, by the way, they're very high and we appreciate that. Or you can say he's just an asshole looking to, cause problems. Any of the above is fine. But this is the truth. They've been activated. Bless you. Is that the Rona?
That is the Rona, yes. I can get my mask.
Might have the antibodies. As long as you have the antibodies, I'm good there. I have them too. I actually have the Rona right now, and I choose not to stay away from anybody. I'm giving it to all of us.
We all get rid of it.
Just kidding, by the way, for all of you.
Computer virus.
People. Yeah, it's transmitting right now through your cell phone. Turn it off immediately and watch.
No.
Watch tomorrow at 4.
Is this news about the Minnesota?
Is this thing mutable? By the way, can we mute this guy? Can we mute him?
No. I don't know
What? Who? Me? What?
I don't know who's on your screen. So.
All right. Anywho, listen. So they've been sent to Gitmo. Also quietly in the last 2 weeks, and you don't believe me, go Google it yourself, find it out. The tribunal has gone from a 7-member tribunal to a 12-member tribunal. Do you know why that might be? Does anybody on this panel know what a 12-member tribunal, what is required for a 12-member tribunal? Do you know?
No.
The death penalty.
Oh, okay.
When you go from 7, it requires 12 people to deliver the death penalty.
Right.
Okay. Well, in Gitmo, the court-martial process or the military tribunal process was a 7-member tribunal because the death penalty is being handed down. In the last 2 weeks, they have I went like this in the last 2 weeks. I really meant this. Hold on.
Get the golden pen.
Yeah. As long as it wasn't something like this.
In the last 2 weeks, see, this is 2, right?
Right.
They have gone from a 7 to a 12-member tribunal. That's interesting. Okay. Now, also,
who's being held there?
Well, nobody.
Who's going to be?
You want me to speculate?
Yes.
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
You really think she's going to Gitmo?
No way.
Why would they try her at Gitmo?
I think that in the next 3 weeks, you're going to see Hillary Rodham Clinton arrested by federal marshals and brought to Gitmo. And that is coming from speculation based
That would be the
on
very top of the iceberg.
very
if that
reliable information. And I will say not only this, but it's not only going to be her. And it may not be her, but it's going to start with people from her spectrum of the radical, progressive, leftist, hijacking party of the Democratic Party. Listen,
if people
we
from
know
that echelon start falling, it's not going to just be her. You're absolutely right. But it's going to be.
It may not start with her either.
Right.
We'll probably work up to that, but it may be Trump's prerogative or the DOJ's prerogative to go after her first and then trickle down, because sometimes you want to grab the big fish and then work your way through the rest of the information.
Right.
But if you think about it, Guantanamo Bay has no cell phone service.
Right.
They have, which is convenient. And that's really inconvenient for Hillary, by the way, because we know
she smashed her cell phone anyway.
Let's talk about the 24 cell phones that were wiped clean from the Mueller investigation. I mean, did you see that?
Yeah.
This is 2 days breaking, but so it's old news now. 2 days in the news cycle is old, but we're talking about 24 people, fellas,
that were investigating President Trump.
Mistakenly.
Right. Yeah.
Deleted. They forgot their passwords, all of them.
Yeah, they inadvertently wiped all their phones.
Inadvertently wiped their phones.
With the cloth?
Do they think Americans are stupid? Do they really believe?
No, they really do.
No,
their constituents are, I don't want to say their constituents are stupid, but they believe that they've been able to pull the wool over the sheep's eyes for so many years that they can just continue to do this. But now we have a man in the White House who is refusing to bend and break down to their bullshit.
I don't know that it's that either. I don't think that they necessarily think that we're stupid enough to fall for it. I think that they're arrogant enough to think that we can't do anything about it.
You should watch your mouth. I just
want to say, going back to Guantanamo, yes, there is no cell service, but I hear the Christmas parties are off the chain. Oh yeah,
but
buddy.
I've got this soundbite that I just located dealing with Hillary Clinton possibly going to Gitmo.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Shit.
Secretary Clinton.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, I remember that like that shit was yesterday. I love that.
100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
Yeah, that man's not smart.
No, not at all.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
You know the thing.
This is their guy. Let's be honest with each other. We know that Biden is not going to make it through his first term. Should the tragedy happen where he's elected president, we know that he's not going to make it through. There was a Rasmussen poll that said that 44% of likely Democrat voters recognize that he won't make it through his first term.
I don't think he's going to make it to election day if he is elected.
I've got a 12-pack of beer bet with Richard that he doesn't make it 3 months, 90 days before the fake alligator tears are falling from his wife while she stands in front of the news media and says, my husband can no longer, the pervert basement dweller cannot fulfill the duties of the presidency because he's got dementia, which, by the way, then will clear him all of the ass rape that happened on Epstein Island when the Lolita Express was crashing, okay? Because he doesn't remember any of it. It makes him ineligible for prosecution. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know what he was doing when he was banging all those little girls, okay? So this is so calculated. This is so right in front of your face. Wake up. Be woke. Yeah. Woke.
Right.
Wake up, America.
Different kind of woke than you probably read about.
4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern.
If this actually comes into
What did you say?
effect,
I didn't hear
to where one Hillary Clinton and maybe whoever else, if this is actually exposed, how are they going to disappear now? Because like the Epstein thing, so many people say, well, he's not dead. They're hiding him, whatever.
Why wasn't Hillary Clinton prosecuted 6 years ago?
Agreed. Why not?
Why? So on September 11th, we did a small tribute on our show, and we did the best that we could. I mean, we listen. There's no way to effectively do a radio program or a television program to legitimately give the honor that is deserved to the heroes that serve our country, both current and present. And I'm breaking up here. There's no way to legitimately honor those people.
No,
there's none. I mean, we can do our best, but there's really no way to truly express the heartfelt gratitude that we have. And I know that I'm speaking for the four of us on this screen right now.
Absolutely.
There's no way for us to show you the honor that we intend to show you. We do our best, but
words are not adequate.
No.
And so we did our thing on September 11th, but one of the things that we don't talk about or that is not, I mean, we talk about United 93. We talk about the people that fought on that aircraft, and they recognized that this plane has been hijacked.
Real Americans.
It's going towards the Capitol. It's going towards the White House. Whatever the target was, they knew. We will never know. But they took that plane down into some field in northern Pennsylvania. And they were heroes. They were absolutely effing heroes.
Mm-hmm.
What we don't talk about as much as we should is what happened on September 11th, several years later in Benghazi.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
And the fact that Hillary Clinton has not been held criminally responsible for her intentional, I was going to say negligence, but it's not even negligence.
No,
Negligent would mean you let your dog off the leash and it bit a child. Then you're held responsible for negligence because accidentally something happened.
This wasn't negligence.
No, this was purposefully done.
Yep.
They set these people up to get rid of them. And then they didn't help.
Yeah, I want to know what kind of dirt.
I have your attention. It's last call. Roll call, bitches.
Oh my God!
Last call.
No, God, please, no!
Yeah.
That means we got 3 minutes.
We're getting close. Yeah.
Final thought here. Okay. So much like that is the same intentional negligence, I guess you could say. Negligence. Premeditated murder, maybe.
Yeah.
At the 3rd precinct in Minneapolis from the feckless coward police chief Medaria Arredondo and the mayor Jacob Fry of that city, who allowed that 3rd precinct to burn when they, by the way, had barriers set up, adequate barriers set up with concertina wire and everything else. And command staff from the Minneapolis Police Department came down and told them to remove that stuff, and then later ordered them to leave and to be burned alive inside of that precinct. This stuff is really happening, gentlemen. It's really happening in our country, and we're allowing it to happen. Allow it no more. Fight the good fight and watch the PC radio show.
We are allowing it, and that's the problem. And
the only way to prevent this is by listening to PC radio Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern.
That's a great start. Absolutely.
The only way to get rid of
5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central, patriotically.
The only way to stop it.
Show.
Yes.
Mojo 50. And
I
go ahead, Rusty.
I suggest while you're listening to PC radio, go on over to SuenoDeTorres.com, SuenoDeTorres.com. Get you some good cigars.
Also,
Talk to Jen Torres.
Pornhub.com is good. Also, please go there.
Hey, you can find advertisements for PC Radio there. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
We'll send you some dick pics.
I am totally derailed right now.
What's your Twitter handle, Stu?
Say last call at Real Stu Peters, at Real STEW, like the shit you eat, Stu Peters, at Real Stu Peters. Get over there for all of your lame and retarded info.
Chris, tell everybody where they can find our gang as well. Also, the new Twitter you just made today.
Oh yeah.
No offense to retards, by the way.
Right. You may find us at gang_track. That is the Off Track Gang.
Yeah, just look up Off Track Gang. I'm probably sure it'll.
Right. You find Off Track Gang, you will find us, and we are now on the Twitter.
We have too many different names.
Yeah.
So we made one for the show.
Yeah, we got a conglomerate or.
Oh, got you.
Thought we just took care of that, but anyway, appreciate Stu being on this evening with us, and
I appreciate you guys having me, and I
look forward to hearing tomorrow.
Anytime you guys need more ratings, just give me a shout, and I'll be happy to jump on.
Hey,
that's very kind of you.
Just give us a shout out, man. Give us a shout out tomorrow while you're on your rant.
There it
Tear
is.
it up.
Guys, thanks a lot. Hey, once again, keep Melissa and her family in your prayers. And Mr. Danny there, Mr. Pink Floyd, keep him in your prayers as well. He's a brother from another mother, a brother in arms, a veteran. Say some prayers for these folks. We love you guys. We will see you next week, right here, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, Mojo 50. Get some. And be patriotic this week, bitches. Every week.